Hey everybody, Lee here from Faithful Frenchies, North Carolina LLC. And we've been getting a lot of questions lately about a recent post that we did on Facebook and our website around new payment plan or in-house payment plan. I wanted to do a quick video just to explain what it is, how it's going to work, and so you can make a more informed decision on what it is you want to do. The first thing I'll cover is Terrace Finance. We've been doing business with Terrace Finance for a couple years now. We've had several customers that have used the service. It is a fantastic service, especially for anybody looking for financing options for a puppy that we have available right now. Um, the way that it works is you go to our website and you'll go down to the Terrace Finance, which I'll show you here shortly, section, and you click on a application link, and the application link takes you to Terrace Finance, where you'll do a credit application with them, and then they'll, based on credit eligibility, they'll either approve or deny the loan. They do charge an interest rate. Payment plan is based on your credit eligibility and what they have available with Terrace Finance at that time. We have no say as to whether somebody gets approved or not. We don't even get to see most of your information. Really, the only thing we see through Terrace Finance is your contact info and then whether you're approved or not. And then, of course, we have to submit an invoice to them for the puppy that you've picked. They pay us directly, and we receive the funds, and then we can release the puppy to you. So that's really Terrace Finance in a nutshell. It's very simplistic. It's just like getting a typical, personal loan type scenario. But you get to take the puppy home right then, assuming it's ready, old enough, as well as got its shots and all that kind of stuff. So that's the first option. So the one that we've been getting the most questions about is our new in-house payment options. So the new in-house payment option is something that we decided to create and start providing to potential customers or past customers who want to add another French Bulldog or their first French Bulldog to their family. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to transition over to sharing my screen, and then we'll kind of go through it. So on our website, www.faithfulfrenchiesnc.com, you will come up here to the top and click on available puppies. If you scroll down a little bit, this is where you'll see the payment plans and financing options. So here's the Terrace Finance, like I was talking about earlier. You'll come down here, click on Terrace Finance application, and it'll take you to Terrace Finance's website, where you'll fill out the application, online application, submit your paperwork and everything, and then do the credit app. Here's the in-house payment plan. So the first thing is it's $100 processing fee for us to offer this to you. This is just because it takes time. It takes resources from the website and credit card processing and all those kinds of things. So that's kind of the additional fee. There is no interest, though, on these payments. The initial payment must be $200. That's the only one that's going to be set in stone as far as how much you need to pay. And that's the $100 processing fee plus $100 to go onto your account towards a future puppy. So to be very, very clear, that processing fee does not apply towards the purchase price of the puppy. That is just an additional fee for us because of the time and the effort and everything else that it takes in order to maintain this type of option. But once again, we do not charge interest on this. So in the long run, you may save a lot of money using this option. So it's flexible payment options. So what we mean by this is you pay however much you want to pay as frequently as you want to pay it. So let's say you get paid weekly and you want to pay $100 a week from your paychecks into an account to start to go towards purchasing a puppy in the future. You can do that. If you get paid every other week, you can make a $150 payment every other week if you want. You can pay as little or as much as you want other than that first payment. The first payment has to be $200. After that, you can do $50, you can do $100, you can do $1,000. That's completely up to you. You get to make that selection. You can also pay in as frequently as you want. You can pay in weekly, you can pay in daily, you can pay in monthly. That's completely your decision, and you get to make that call as to how often you want to do it. So here's one of the disadvantages, though, is that the puppy stays with us until it's paid in full. The reasoning behind this option is because, for example, right now we've only got one puppy available, and we've got several litters on the way that should be born in April, but we've only got one available currently. But let's say you always wanted a French Bulldog, and but maybe the price is a little bit high, but you still want one. You can start it paying into your account to start saving for that future puppy. Okay, yeah, there's no time limit as to when you have to use the money that's in your account. It could be a year, it could be 2 years, it could be whatever it takes for you, or whatever's feasible for you. Now the other thing is that these payments into this account are non-refundable. So once you pay into that account, it must go towards a future puppy from us here at Faithful Frenchies, North Carolina. It's no different than if we already had puppies here and you came and you made a selection on a puppy and you paid a deposit of $500. That puppy is now your puppy, and that deposit is non-refundable. So if you were to back out from purchasing that puppy, you would forfeit your deposit towards that puppy, or any puppy really. There are rare instances where some exceptions can be made, but we do not give those out lightly because we don't want people to just use us as a savings account, because it costs us money to accept the credit card payments and all that kind of stuff. So it's very, very rare circumstances that we make exceptions for that. So on here we have, once prepayments have reached $2,500, a specific available puppy can be reserved. So really we're looking for $500, not $2,500. We would like to see $2,500 just because it's more towards the puppy that you're going to be getting, and it's less that you have to pay once the puppy is ready to go home. But in technicality, once you reach a threshold of $500, if we have available puppies at the time, you can make a selection on a puppy and reserve a puppy. The only thing with that being said, though, is that you have to have the puppy paid off no later than when it turns 12 weeks old, and at that time you would be taking it home. Normally we let puppies go home at 8 weeks old, but in this circumstance we have decided to extend it to 12 weeks old for those making payment plans. Now if you have it paid off at 8 weeks old, you can take it home at 8 weeks old, as long as it's ready to go. That's something that we'll work with you on, but you have to pay it off by 12 weeks old once you've made a selection on a puppy. Our average prices are $3,500 to $4,500 for our puppies. They do start at $3,000, but they do go up higher than that. They can get upwards to $5,500, $5,500, or even $6,000, just depending on what it is that you are selecting. If you want a more accurate quote before you commit to something like this, let's say you're looking for a lilac and tan. Our lilac and tans usually run $4,500 to $5,000. If that's what you're looking for, then we can give you a more accurate quote before you decide to sign up for this payment plan option. Keep in mind it can fluctuate just a little bit based on market, but for the most part it should be very, very accurate to what we originally have told you. So the nice thing is every time you want to make a payment into your account, there's no need to contact us unless you want to, but you don't have to. All you need to do is come to our website, hit this process payment. Once again, the first payment is going to be $200. Anything after that first payment, that's completely up to you. You put in the amount that you want to pay into your account. You'll put in your credit card information, and then you'll put in your first name, last name, and email address. Please keep in mind that every single time you come on here to make a payment into your account, you need to use the same first name, last name, and email address so that we know which account to attribute your funds to. You will receive a receipt. We will get notification that you made a payment, and then we'll go on and we'll add it to your account. If you accidentally make a mistake and you put in a different name or different email address, you need to reach out to us immediately, provide proof that you made the payment. We'll go in and make sure that it processed, and then we can make sure we move those funds to the appropriate account. Another piece of that is let's say you decide to come on here and make a payment towards your account, and then the next time you go on to make a payment, you decide to put your spouse's information. That will technically set up a separate account. We can join those accounts together, but let's try to reduce that as much as possible by just using the same name and email address each time. So that's how you'll make a payment into your account if you choose this option. We feel it's a fantastic option for those that would like to get a Frenchie and want to make those payments, especially in these down times when we don't have puppies. We have puppies all the time. We're constantly having new litters. So typically you're only going to have to wait 3-4 max of 6 months before you get the puppy that you want. But this is just an option for people who are waiting for something very specific. So one of the ways that this will work is once you've hit a $500 threshold on your account and we have a litter of puppies available, we will reach out to everybody who has hit at least that minimum $500 threshold in the order in which they hit that $500 threshold and say, hey, you're eligible to make a selection on a puppy. Do you like any of these puppies? You want to make a pick? And if you say, yes, I like that one, I want to pick that puppy, fantastic. You pick that puppy, it is now your puppy, and it must be paid off by the time it's 12 weeks old. Maybe you already have enough in your account to pay for that puppy, and that's fantastic. Then it will be paid in full, and we just have to wait until it's old enough to go home. If you don't have enough in your account, then you just continue making payments while we're waiting for the puppy to get old enough to be able to go home. If you choose not to pick one of those puppies, that's fine too. We would just go to the next person on the list and give them the option to get one of the puppies from that litter, and you would maintain the balance in your account until a future litter. This is an option for you to be able to start building funds in an account with us, a credit account essentially, with us to be able to apply to a puppy at a future time. We've had a lot of people ask us if we could do payment plans and ask us for payment options, and this is one of the ways that we've come up with doing it, and we think it's a fantastic idea, and it provides a lot of flexibility to you as our customers. It is a little bit more work on us, but that's okay. That's why we're charging the $100 processing fee. But once again, that's the only additional money that we're making is a one-time $100 processing fee just to maintain the list, maintain the accounts, track it, do the website development, those kinds of things. But if you're interested in this option, and if you need any additional information, don't hesitate to reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, through our website, call us, email us. We have so many different ways for you to be able to reach out to us. The last piece of this that I'll say is that we do allow people to come to our home and see the facility in which the puppies will be raised. So if you're on the fence, even though we don't have puppies right now, if you're on the fence about doing this option, but you want to make sure that you're giving your money to a reputable organization, you can come and visit. And you can ask to look at our reviews and look at our Facebook page. But if you want to come see our facilities, even though we don't have puppies right now, just reach out to us. We're more than happy to set up an appointment time, let you come out, see where the puppies will be raised, to see all of our adult dogs in person. We can talk to you about, upcoming litters, things like that, prices, and those kinds of things in person. But if you have any questions, reach out to us, and we look forward to speaking to you soon, and we hope that you select Faithful Frenchies North Carolina as the next provider for your French Bulldog. Have a good day.